All right, so that's the Dan Patrick Saloon, and that's just down the street. It's the thoroughfare, right? They would call it that.
Right. The corral.
The corral.
The corral is in between us.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the Dan Patrick Saloon, right?
I love that there are just guys and horses behind you.
Okay. Here comes Dan.
Oh, there he is.
All right.
Hey, it's coming out.
Through
Here
the
comes
corral.
DP, through the corral. Be careful.
Go through the front?
Go through the front. Yeah, go through the front. Careful. There's a lot of landmines out there.
A lot of landmines.
Because of the horses and the cows.
And there's
Tumbleweed.
cow patties. By the way, live on stage, 50 girls.
Hey!
How good is this? What's up, boys?
What's up, buddy?
DP.
How we doing? Looking
Hello,
good,
sir.
man. Looking good.
Good to see you. Please
Awesome.
take a seat.
Awesome.
We don't have beverages over here.
You don't.
You have elixirs.
This is the hotel. The
Yeah.
saloon's
The
just
hotel.
down the thoroughfare, as they say.
Looks great.
All right.
Looks
DP's
great.
here.
Awesome. Awesome.
And we're back with more. We just had Marissa Tomei phone in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You,
The Mona
wait,
Lisa Vito herself.
You know I love Marissa Tomei.
Yes, she had to run. She had to run. Sorry.
Wait, she had her run,
No,
or she had
to run.
Oh, had to
She
run.
had to run, yeah.
I love Marissa Tomei.
We're back with more in a moment.
She had.
One segment in.
Yeah.
Yes, Drew. Welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show, first ever show from a Super Bowl. And we are in the midst of this western town that DirecTV has built across the street from University of Phoenix Stadium. Down the thoroughfare from the Dan Patrick Saloon, it sits the Rich Eisen Hotel. And now sitting inside the hotel with me is none other than Dan Patrick. How are you, DP?
Great, great, great.
This sort of stuff doesn't happen without you doing what you've done the last few years. And I know you told me not to say this to you anymore, because I said it enough when we launched in October and then when the radio audience joined us in November. But this actual edifice would not exist if you weren't doing what you've been doing.
If
with the Dan
people could
Patrick
have
show.
seen you yesterday,
Yes.
and the smile on your face said it all. So that's what was rewarding for me. Because
Permagrin.
yes, you just said, wow. And you understood what we've been doing at DirecTV for quite a few years now. And, you know, they do it right. And to have this kind of environment and fun,
Yeah.
and it's contagious for everything, you know, and your staff. So, and, you know, just what you wore, the get-ups and everything.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
It was fun. It definitely is fun. And so we also have the Vince Lombardi Trophy right here in our studio. 'Cause, you know, we're on NFL Now, and the good folks at the National Football League said, yeah, take the bauble for the day.
I like that.
Now, the only people who are allowed to touch that without gloves are the commissioner of the NFL, whoever wins the trophy that night, and whoever hands out the trophy. And that, sir, is you, Dan
Hello.
Patrick.
Hello.
So
These hands have been insured for Sunday for like $9, but they've been insured.
now, when you pick it up and you hand it,
Yeah.
you hand the trophy out. Is there at any point in time you're thinking, what happens if I lose the grip, or do you go through that?
Well, there's an
moment?
awkwardness to it.
Well, you have to. You
know.
Well, hold on a
He's
minute.
just going
now.
for it.
He just went for it. Now, Dan.
What?
Dan, that's a violation. That's a violation. You got to put the gloves on.
Well, no. I'm the one that hands this out.
Okay. Here, put those on.
Oh.
That is a violation. The guy on the horse. By the way, there's a guy on a horse who's ready to take you away,
Wait,
Dan.
who's... What?
No. Is this your OJ moment? This is Dan's OJ moment.
If it does not fit, you must
The gloves do not
Don't
fit. So there you go. There you go.
Goodness gracious.
Radio audience is wondering why is Dan struggling with these gloves, but they barely fit.
So
there you go.
When I hold this up, it's kind of an awkward thing to hold up.
Yes.
That's the problem. So when I hand it over to the commissioner,
Yes.
and I have a microphone here.
Yeah.
So it's,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I got to go left hand,
Yeah.
and it's heavy.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's got its own blue bag too from Tiffany's. There you go. Dan Patrick. Isn't that a little honey? Isn't that the best thing of all time? The Vince
awesome.
Lombardi trophy.
It is a great trophy.
This is why we lift all them scripts, Dan.
The Stanley Cup is a better trophy.
Why? Because it's more.
There's history on it.
You can't drink out of this Vince.
Wait a minute, if we turn it
Let's not do that.
wait, you got to be
Dan,
able to.
Dan,
oh
careful.
no, there's nothing there. I thought-
Careful. Careful.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Careful. This would be its own ball gate, right there. DP, everybody.
And that is inflated, right?
Pretty
here-
nervous right now, aren't you, Rich?
No, well, yes, I am.
Dan,
I'm nervous, and I'm 20 feet away.
Dan Patrick here on the radio show, manhandling the Vince Lombardi Trophy. So, what do you think about this game, DP? We are 6 days away. All we're talking about is the air and the footballs.
Yep.
And it just seems ludicrous. I mean, you were off doing Sports Jeopardy last week when this thing was all hitting fever pitch.
Thank God.
I know, right?
Thank God.
So, but what do you think now that we are 6 days away about this Super Bowl and the Patriots versus the Seahawks?
I hope people start talking about the game because you have the last team to go back to back. You have this team the opportunity to go back to back. If they beat Brady, the murderer's row that they've taken care of with quarterbacks is really unprecedented. The number of Hall of Famers that they've shut down is pretty incredible. And you have this great chess match that's going to go on here, and the fact that Belichick, can he devise something? He's going to make Russell Wilson win the game.
Because the Marshawn Lynch pin, he's going to be, that's the one thing he's going to take away from the Seahawks.
Yes, I think he'll do that. He's going to make him make plays, but they're going to do what Green Bay did, I think. They're going to force him inside and then make him be a pocket passer and see what he can do with these. And now you've got a pretty good secondary with New England, very underrated. And, here's Revis. These guys feel like, oh, nobody cares about us, not talking about us.
Right.
They probably feel they're every bit as good as Seattle's secondary. Now, what's Brady do? Do they take away Gronkowski? Now you're going to make Julian Edelman and LaFell beat them. That's what's fun about it. Is LeGarrette Blount an X factor here? So there's so much here. I hope that we eventually start talking about the game.
Yes, and that's the football aspect of it. But we all know when the Patriots arrive today, Bill Belichick with his first press conference. Does somebody in the media ask him a football-related question? By that, I mean the air and the football. Do they go Deflategate with him, even though he went ahead and Mona Lisa vetoed all of us on Saturday? You think somebody's still going to ask him that question?
Well, if let's say I'm a local guy from Seattle.
Yeah.
I don't need Belichick to like me. I'm doing this. I'm a local guy in Seattle, and I'm going to play to my hometown. And why wouldn't I ask a question to stir it up with Bill Belichick? And you probably have that. Plus, there's other members of the media who say, do you expect to hear from the commissioner this week, or will he sit down with you, or something?
So you infuse your question with a timeliness that undercuts his ability to say it's under investigation.
Yeah.
That's where you go with that. Because you can't just go yes or no with him, and you can't do the talk about with him.
That's one of my favorites. When a reporter goes talk about, and then you're going, well, talk about. Ask me a question.
Yeah. Bill, talk about the balls, Bill. Bill, let's talk about the balls.
Somebody's going to do something with Bill. Somebody will ask a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they should, just because of the timing this week. I think it would be unfair to have commissioners sit down with Brady this week. But they should have done this last week because they've let this explode. It's mushroomed.
Right.
And that's the problem. I guarantee you, if David Stern was the commissioner of the NFL, David Stern would have said to the Patriots, I'm hearing stuff I don't like, knock it off. Because then if I hear it again, I'm going to fine you and take away draft picks. Now, clean it up before it gets...
See, but we also don't know. We don't know. Everybody's talking about this being a sting operation. We just don't know if the Colts did do something during the game and say, you got to test these footballs at halftime. We don't know also if 11 of the 12 balls, were they all 2 PSI less than legal limit? Were some just 0.2?
Well, what about the Colts
We just
footballs?
don't know.
What about the Colts footballs?
I know.
That's what I want to know. Were the Colts footballs different?
Right.
Were they all the same? Were they perfect? That's what I would want to know.
It just may have different positraction. You know, I mean, it could be the different positraction of the 64 Chevy. How about Belichick going my cousin?
I thought it was awesome. Awesome. Because that movie was on Stars at the time of the press conference.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So do you think maybe he was watching it?
I think Bill was watching.
And that's why he was a half an hour late, because he got locked in?
Yes, I think
he loved the
courtroom scene, and all of a sudden, Marissa Tomei is so awesome in that movie.
She is.
She's spectacular.
You just missed her, Dan.
Oh, I miss her. I miss her a lot. I talked to your wife about her. I'm like, oh, yeah. She goes, oh, yeah, I'm Marissa Tomei. We do yoga or something together.
Pilates.
Oh, Pilates. Yeah, I said, all right. Well, next time in L.A. doing Sports Jeopardy, might want to stop by and do some planks.
We'll give you the head up.
Yeah,
we'll give you the heads up.
Yeah.
So 6 days out, I'm not going to get a chance to get you back here because you're down the thoroughfare. Who wins it? You'll be the first predictor
I had
on
the
this
Patriots at the beginning of the year winning it all.
So you're doing that because you're trying to stay consistent?
No, I believe the Patriots are going to win the game.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not so terribly convinced of that just yet.
I didn't ask your prediction. I mean, wait, what part of this did Rich not understand?
No, I'm sorry. I just got lost in the fact that it's, you know,
Rich,
the name of the show.
Who do you think will win?
No, that's all right. You can ask me tomorrow. I'll come on your show tomorrow.
Okay.
Or you don't have to. You know, you don't have to.
I think the Patriots are in an enviable position. I think they love the underdog, that we cheat, we do. And I get the feeling that they're underrated. I think they're a lot better than what people thought. And if does Russell Wilson make the Hall of Fame if he wins another Super Bowl?
Oh my gosh, after just 3 years?
But just the number of guys who won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the whole question if Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer, just because he's won 2. That's the same, you know.
Who's a better quarterback?
You mean right now?
Yeah.
I would take Russell Wilson right now over Eli Manning. 100%.
But has Russell,
as much as I love Eli Manning.
Well, we'd have to see what numbers he would put up. Because Eli has been great in 2-minute portions of Super Bowls.
Yeah, well, including the one across the street.
Yes.
From here in this building.
Absolutely.
Thank you for stopping by, DP.
My pleasure.
I will see you tomorrow on your show.
So I hope I didn't get you in trouble.
No, we'll find out. Let's just check the emails. Yeah. Did we get an email from the NFL saying Dan cannot touch that trophy until Sunday night?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet.
But thank you for
DP is right here in studio.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.